know, got to update the birthdays here in a second. It's 7:33 in the morning. It's a Saturday morning, working on the weekend. We got some birthdays, big shot birthdays today, December 12th, and we got some really big shots in here. Game show host Bob Barker, he's still out there. He's 97. Singer Connie Francis, she's 83 today. Singer Dionne Warwick is 80 years old today and still singing. Singer guitarist Dickie Betts was the Allman Brothers. He's 77 today. Actor Bill Nighy, he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean. He's 71 today. Kathy Rigby is 68. Singer percussionist Sheila E. I think she's related to Santana. She's 63 today. Jennifer Connelly is 50 years old today. Regina Hall is also 50 today. So Regina Hall. Maya Balak, she was on The Big Bang Theory. She was Amy. She was also Blossom. She's 45 today. Those are the big shot birthdays. We got a whole bunch of local birthdays. They're coming up.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthdays this morning, and there are a lot of happy birthdays this morning. Alma Vinson, Christopher Gonzalez, Priscilla Gonzalez, Ronald Gray, Bobby McGee, Portia McGee, Pancho Rodriguez, Vicky Holder, Sandra Gustafson, Luke Phillips, Matt DeCory, Robbie Sanchez, Jose Fushen, Lupe Aguilar Garcia, Javier Ornelas, Cameron King, Lucy Pimentel, Emiliano Rafael Flores, Junisa Madrid, Bonnie Navarro, Vicky Barrazas, Sofia Ramos, Danny Chagres, Lilian Villegas Quijas, Paul Fugate, Ken Belt, Lupe Gonzalez, Maria Ruiz, Michael Beltran, Pancho Rodriguez, Phil Haynes, Sal Robles, Vanessa Padilla, Jerry Vasquez, Ramon Sanchez, Dimas Stanton. Happy birthday to every single one.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in California knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? California needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
And it's time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. The FDA has given emergency use authorization to the nation's first coronavirus vaccine, kicking off a massive effort to get doses delivered. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus explains.
Approximately 6 million doses will be distributed over the weekend to states across the country for initial deployment early next week, predominantly in frontline healthcare workers and people in long-term care facilities. Each state is developing their own criteria for how they will distribute the vaccine.
The Supreme Court has rejected a last-ditch lawsuit supported by President Trump to overturn the election. Legal analyst Lori Levinson.
Trump and his supporters have tried every avenue to get the election overturned. But the last stop is the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has said it is not taking up the issue. It is not overturning this election.
There are nationwide protests supporting the president's false claim that he won. CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keyes.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Intensive care beds are nearly full in California as COVID hospitalizations reach a record high. Hospitals currently have less than 10% of beds available, with ICU admissions rising 70% in the past 2 weeks. Unemployment insurance claims are continuing to climb in California as public safety orders have led to tighter restrictions, closing numerous businesses. The total number of claims has increased by more than 380,000 since the beginning of the pandemic in March through the first week of December. Public health officials in California's Orange County are urging all hospitals to implement their surge plans and cancel all elective surgeries to save space for coronavirus patients. OC Health Director Dr. Clayton Chow says the backup at hospitals is now affecting patients being transported to the emergency room.
We do have cases where people are waiting in the ambulance for more than an hour.
Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call the Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
You decided to upgrade your outdoor deck, so you ordered the essentials: a power washer, a set of patio chairs, and a shiny new grill. And you use your Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping and up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member, which you put towards your most essential deck addition, a bird feeder. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more rewarding. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now. But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
And your World California News headlines brought to you this morning by, well, I think we said Lock Air Conditioning. Let's move on. We've got page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less. There are now 2,000 COVID-19 positives individuals in the Imperial County. Latest numbers released in by the Imperial County Public Health Department shows there are 2,011 active cases of the virus. That's up from 1,755 reported on Thursday. That's an increase of 256 in one day. The number of deaths attributed to the virus is now at 373, an increase of 2 from the day before. There are now 55 individuals on ventilators in the county, and El Centro Regional Medical Center reports they have 32 COVID-19 positive patients in ICU beds. The El Centro facility opened up an additional 50 emergency beds in a temporary medical surgical tent in the north parking lot of the campus. ECRMC reported that their inpatient census is now 146, with 91 individuals in the hospital with the coronavirus. A Yuma woman died in a Friday morning traffic collision, according to the Yuma County Sheriff's Office. The collision occurred at 6:41 a.m. in the 9500 block of South Fortuna Road. Pickup truck was northbound on Fortuna when it crossed over the center line and collided with a southbound car. The car was driven by 36-year-old Rosa Covarrubias. She sustained fatal injuries. The driver of the pickup was taken to Yuma Regional Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Cause of the collision remains under investigation.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Police officer under investigation. Investigation is being conducted by the county sheriff's office. Kxo Police Chief Gerardo Gonzalez says on December 6th, his department was informed of a possible criminal act committed by a Kxo police officer. As a result, the shift supervisor notified the patrol commander, who contacted the chief of police. Gonzalez contacted the sheriff's office for assistance in investigating the case. Sheriff's office began their investigation on December 7th. The officer, later identified as Diego Villalobos, was placed on paid administrative leave. On December 8th, sheriff's investigators informed the police that a crime had occurred 3 years ago. The Kxo chief says the investigation, this investigation, the criminal misconduct merited the immediate termination of the officer. Gonzalez said his department will not tolerate any sustained criminal misconduct by any employee. He said they take pride in being a professional agency with hardworking, dedicated, and loyal employees. Chief said no further information would be released by his department. He said any future information would come from the Imperial County Sheriff's Office South County Investigations Unit, who are continuing to investigate that incident. Show someone you care. It is the holidays, after all. Nurses and other hospital employees are at the point of exhaustion trying to keep up with the COVID surge that promises to get worse before it gets better. There is a simple way to get them, or to let them know that they are appreciated and we do care. Send them a holiday card with an encouraging message. Direct it to a hospital staff at El Centro Regional Medical Center or Pioneers Memorial Hospital, whichever you choose. They can be sent by mail or email. It is an easy way to pick up the spirits of a hospital staff that is overworked to the point of exhaustion. It is the idea of Rosanna Lugo, Marketing and Volunteer Services Director at ECRMC. Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And here's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. Imperial County Treasurer Tax Collector has announced a tax payment extension for property owners financially impacted by COVID-19. Property owners unable to make their first installment property tax payment due on September 10th, yesterday, are encouraged to contact the Treasurer Tax Collector's office to request a waiver of penalty form. All requests will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. And a day in the park. Several city councils reorganized themselves just this past week. Kxo City Council reorganized at Rockwood Plaza. It was an outdoor event. Virtual meeting was held by the El Centro City Council in reorganizing and swearing in their new council members. Brawley City Council, they held their at their regular scheduled meeting last Tuesday. They named a new mayor, Luke Hamby, and Sam Couchman was named as the new mayor pro tem. The IID, their last IID board meeting of the year, will be held this Tuesday. Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors public session begins at 1 Tuesday afternoon. It'll be the first meeting for Division 2 Director J.B. Hamby and Division 4 Director Javier Gonzalez. Both were elected to the board during the November 3rd elections. The public session will begin with a reorganization of officers. They will choose a new board president and vice president. Norma Sierra Galindo is expected to turn her gavel over to District 1 Director Alex Cardenas as the next board president. They will also choose a vice president, a treasurer, and a secretary to the board. A full agenda will follow the reorganization. We got your weather coming up in just a minute.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
The high temperature yesterday, 66 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 42. National Weather Service says a series of short-wave troughs will pass to the north of the area throughout the weekend into next week, with the associated precipitation also staying well to the north. Expect normal temperatures with no major weather impacts. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 73. Breezy today. Winds will be light and variable. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 43. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 65. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 40. Monday, sunny skies. Highs right near 68. North to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And we're looking at 41 degrees right now, 76% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still unhealthy at UABC. Very high levels of PM 2.5 in Mexicali. Air quality is moderate in Calexico. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And in sports this morning, starting off with football, the NFL schedule for KXO. It'll be the Colts and the Raiders Sunday afternoon. You'll hear that game on FM 107.5. The Raider station for the Imperial Valley, FM 107.5, sister station to KXO AM 1230. Sunday night football will feature the Steelers and the Bills. Monday night football will feature the Ravens and the Browns. Both of those games will be heard on KXO AM 1230. College football, Utah State cancels the Colorado State game after players vote to sit out. Football players concerned about religious discrimination in the search for a new football coach. Okay. Pittsburgh will not participate in a bowl game. They are the second team to announce it will decide that will decline a postseason opportunity. Thursday, Boston College said they would not be playing in a bowl game either. We're going to take a look at golf and a bunch more right after this.
From our family at Cooper's West Insurance Agency to yours, praying the warm presence of God's love brightens your home and business with His goodness this Christmas and fills your new year with an abundance of blessings.
Cooper's West Insurance, serving your insurance needs, located at 564 Hope Avenue in Hopeville.
And in golf, Kevin Na and Sean O'Hare teamed up to shoot a 16 under 56 in the scramble format Friday to take the first round lead at the QBE shootout. Hinako Shibuno can do without the Cinderella nickname, but not the smile. Has to have the smile. That was bright as ever Friday as the Japanese star posted a 4 under 67 and opened a 3-shot lead going into the weekend of the U.S. Open, the U.S. Women's Open. And American Patrick Reed carded a superb 8 under par 64 in the second round to take a 2-shot lead over Matthew Fitzpatrick at the European Tour's season-ending DP World Tour Championship in Dubai. And basketball, NBA preseason underway. John Wall vowed that he'd return to his previous All-Star form after missing almost 2 years because of a heel and Achilles tendon injuries. His preseason debut with the Rockets on Friday night at least hinted that that hope is big possible. It was the Rockets over the Bulls 125-104. Other preseason action, the Magic beat the Hawks 116-112. Knicks over the Pistons 90-84. It was the Lakers over the Clippers 87-81, and the Trailblazers all over the Kings 127-102. Friday night's game had long been out of reach when Arizona State's Jackson He scored on a 1-yard run in the fourth quarter. Arizona State's players acted as if he had just scored the winning touchdown against rival Arizona. A walk-on, he is believed to be the only Chinese-born player in the football bowl subdivision, and the Sun Devils have celebrated his heritage by putting his name in Chinese on the back of his jersey. He was a walk-on, and everybody is really proud of him. That's it. That's a look at sports. We've got financial news and weather coming up.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold, the magic of Christmas.
It's our 24-hour gift to you, the magic of Christmas, an Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230, beginning at noon Christmas Eve, continuing through noon Christmas Day. Brought to you by Roto-Rooter of Raleigh and El Centro, the Kiwanis Club of El Centro, Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District on AM 1230.
The magic of Christmas.
And in the world of finances, S&P 500 and NASDAQ closed with modest declines on Friday as uncertainty over fresh economic stimulus dented confidence, although strong gains from Walt Disney helped the Dow Industrials eke out a gain. U.S. Senate, facing a midnight deadline on Friday, unanimously approved a 1-week extension of federal funding to avoid a government shutdown and to provide more time for separate negotiations on COVID-19 relief and an overarching spending bill. Okay. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 47.11 points, or 0.16%, to close at 30,046.37. S&P 500 lost 4.64 points, or 0.13%, to 3,663.46. And the NASDAQ Composite dropped 27.94 points, or 0.23%, to 12,377.87. That's a look at business. We've got your weather coming up.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
The high temperature yesterday, 66 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 42. National Weather Service says a series of short-wave troughs will pass to the north of the area throughout the weekend into next week, with the associated precipitation also staying well to the north. Expect normal temperatures with no major weather impacts. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 73. Breezy today. Winds will be light and variable. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 43. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 65. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 40. Monday, sunny skies. Highs right near 68. North to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 45 degrees in Yuma, 46 in Indio, 37 degrees up on the mountain in Campo, 48 degrees in Mexicali, 41 degrees in Nyland, 41 degrees at the county airport, 76% the relative humidity. That's your financial news and weather.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And we have got CBS News coming up at the top of the hour, 6 minutes of news and information. Going to find out what the heck is going on out there, that it's back in here for
the best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Allison Keyes in Washington. Relief across the nation as the FDA approves the first COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use.
This is our ticket out of this pandemic.
That's Dr. Nick Gilpin at a hospital outside of Detroit. President Trump touted the Pfizer vaccine's safety at the White House after pushing for its approval.
American citizens participated in clinical trials that were far larger than normal and had no serious side effects. The dedicated and independent experts at the FDA meticulously studied the results of the trials, and it has now passed the gold standard of safety.
The head of the FDA, Dr. Stephen Hahn, says the White House had nothing to do with the timing of the vaccine, despite reports that he was pressured.
The representations in the press that I was threatened to be fired if we didn't get it done by a certain date is inaccurate. So just want to put that on the record, and I've been clear with that in our response to those press reports.
But there are still worries, particularly in communities of color. CBS's Tom Hansen reports.
For people with concerns, Dr. Anthony Fauci on MSNBC was quick to dispel them.
And I will get the vaccine as soon as it is made available to me, that I will do it publicly to let the rest of the country know that I'm confident about its safety and about its efficacy.
The U.S. government has agreed to buy 100 million doses from Pfizer by March.
Protests are planned around the U.S. today, including in the nation's capital at the Supreme Court, which rejected the Texas lawsuit supported by President Trump seeking to overturn the election. CBS's Chip Reed with more.
The court's 7-2 decision, for all intents and purposes, ends the president's 5-week effort to legally challenge President-elect Biden's victory. In rejecting the lawsuit, the court wrote, Texas has not demonstrated a judicially cognizable interest in the manner in which another state conducts its elections.
President-elect Joe Biden made major staff announcement this week. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
President-elect Joe Biden's cabinet has some fresh faces, but unlike the so-called team of rivals assembled by his former boss, President Obama, many of the new president's top choices make up a team of repeats.
They bring deep experience and bold new thinking. Above all, they know how government should and can work for all Americans.
If Mr. Biden's 14 cabinet picks thus far are confirmed, they'd represent the most diverse collection of men and women to ever advise a president.
It's going to start looking quite a bit like Christmas soon, with about 50% of the nation in the next week or so getting snow. In the Midwest right now, it is snowing in Des Moines and in Madison, Wisconsin. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
State Farm, prices made just for you. That's what it said now. Prices that surprise you. Just go ahead now, keep that money in your pockets. Have some bread now, save up. Maybe one day buy a rocket. Just get it cool now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At JCPenney's Mystery Sale, Merry Savings await this Thursday to Sunday. So hurry in to find out how much you can save. You could get a Peel and Reveal coupon for an extra 30, 40, or even 50% off in our in-store giveaway. Use it to save on family outerwear, cozy sleepwear, and more. And everyone gets an extra 30% off at jcp.com. Need it fast? Pick up your order curbside. Joy, comfort, peace. JCPenney. Coupon valid 12/10 to 12/13. Giveaway in-store only while supplies last. Must be 18 or older. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Happy 80th birthday to a beloved singer.
Dionne Warwick says it's always about the words, but when it comes to one of her biggest hits,
Do you know the way to San Jose?
she wanted nothing to do with it.
And I still feel the same way about it. I still say that song was only recorded because of my love for Hal David.
She loved Hal David, but she hated the words he'd written.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Of course, they and she became iconic. We asked her when she first knew she had it.
Still trying to find it. I don't think you ever say, I have it.
Warwick says she still learns something new every time she sings. Peter King, CBS News.
All those live concerts you've been missing have cost that industry more than $30 billion in lost revenue this year. Concert trade publication Pollstar says instead of making a record-setting $12.2 billion, there were nearly $10 billion in losses. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Here's a great thing to consider doing right now before the end of the year. Call MediShare and find out just how much you would save by switching to MediShare, the affordable alternative to health insurance. When you call, you'll get some good news and probably be very happily surprised, too. The typical family saves $500 a month, but you might save even more. It's so worth it to at least find out. And you'll see why more than 400,000 people are already members. MediShare is a Christian community that's shared more than $4 billion in each other's healthcare costs. It really is remarkable, and they're very easy to talk to. And here's the thing. If you join before the end of the year, they'll waive your new member fee. That's another $170 you'll save. I'll give you the number here in a second. Call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 31st. So call now. You'll save even more. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
We're just trying to entertain people, and morality's just gonna get in the way.
AM 1230.
Hilarious.
KXO.
1230.